Next, let's talk about NBIS, because this also obviously the whole AI angle. It's definitely front and center for a lot of the stuff that we're trading here. NBIS also did an offering yesterday. Let me actually get the stats on that. Right here, $2 billion in convertible senior notes, and they commenced an underwritten public offering of $1 billion of their Class A shares. Well, let's go back to the chart here real quick. Take a look at this intraday. Got to zoom in a little bit. Sorry about that. Here's when we got that offering news. Sold off, then went green. Now, it did drift back a little bit, but really this is held. Now, it's lower here in the pre-market today, lower by 1.7%. So we'll see where Nebius actually ends up. If any of you folks are trading this, I'd like to know how you're trading this. Are you waiting for a specific level to go long? Are you playing maybe just a little bit of a regression back to the mean? NBIS has actually been a really, really good trader, not only for us, but the Story Trading Group has been on this too. This is of all of the trades of 2025, this one is probably the one where I'm like, can I please have my shares that I bought at $17.50? Can I please have them back? I would have definitely, while I didn't have a lot of it, I would have definitely, even so, I would have exited that a little bit differently if I had any indication that I thought that something like this was possible this quickly. Here's the story here. And yes, I know we're less than a minute away here. I will pause and actually go to that when we actually get, looks like we're getting it right now. Market did sell off there initially. Let me go back to Pro here and let me see what we got for that print. Actually, it looks like it initially sold off and it's bouncing here. US CPI year over year for August in line 2.9% versus the 2.9 estimate. US CPI month over month for August a little bit hot, 0.4 versus the 0.3 estimate. Remember, I think we just talked or we looked at the Goldman Sachs estimate. I think their estimate was 0.36, came in at 0.4 here. Core CPI month over month for August in line 0.3 versus the 0.3 expected. And the US initial jobless claims 263,000 versus 235,000. The prior was revised from 237 to 236, so a little bit of a revision right there. Overall, I would classify this as in line. S&P 500 futures here ticking up now, up 0.32%, reversing the loss that we saw right at the start of the data print here. So this is moving higher here. Let me actually go back to the chart real quick because I'm seeing this on the futures chart. I want to see what it looks like here for SPY. Yep, bingo. We talked a little bit about the key level yesterday being this 654 and whatever the actual high value was here, 654.80. That level looks like it's going to get tested here today. We also had an impulse move in the pre-market that's not counted towards the all-time high. And actually, let me get the exact value for that. I don't even have to estimate. Let me highlight that candle right here. That high, that high is the 654.80. So it looks like we tested that again here. We'll see where we end up going here today. I expect this high to get tested. We'll see if we end up popping, breaking, and moving higher, or if that area represents a resistance point. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Nebius story here. Again, ticker NBIS. Nebius Group said on Thursday it priced a $1 billion offering of Class A ordinary shares at $92.50 per share with closing expected September 15th. Underwriters have a 30-day option to purchase up to an additional $150 million of stock. The Amsterdam-based company also priced $2.75 billion in convertible senior notes split between maturities in 2030 and 2032. The offerings are expected to raise nearly $3.7 billion in total proceeds. The company plans to use funds to expand data center capacity, secure land with reliable power access, and acquire more compute hardware. The remaining proceeds will go toward general corporate purposes. The debt raise includes a $1.375 billion of each 1% of notes due in 2030 and 2.75% notes due in 2032. Purchasers have the option to buy up to $412.5 million more in combined notes, underscoring strong demand for the security. The move follows a sharp rally in Nebius after the company unveiled a $17.4 billion contract with Microsoft that can actually be extended up to $19.5 billion to supply GPU infrastructure capacity for its new Vineyard, New Jersey data center over a 5-year period. The phased rollout runs through 2026 with options that could lift that value to $9.4 billion. Nebius said the agreement will generate cash flow to help fund related capex or capital expenditures, positioning the company as a critical infrastructure partner for large-scale AI projects and bolstering investor confidence in its long-term expansion. So again, I want to know if you're trading this, what's the outlook on this? S&P 500 futures, although they were ticking higher, reverse strongly here. They're actually down to flat now. S&P futures up 0.6%. So looks like we've got some volatility here this morning, and we'll check back in on that prior to the open here. And obviously, we will continue to watch all that stuff throughout the session here today.